Man, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Kingpin Chronicles. I'm your boy, Big DP, and I'm back with another episode, man. And today I just want to go into a little bit about the theme of my personal show. Game ain't what it seems, right? What I mean by the game ain't what it seems, right? And I'm gonna give y'all the truth. Is because everybody want to chase the allure. There's a lot of fast money in the streets to be made. And that's just not the truth, right? Only a few people able to get into the street game and actually make the type of money that we hear about. Everybody ain't gonna be a Big Meech or a Freeway Ricky Ross. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the game ain't gonna be that, right? 85 to 90% of the people in the game are gonna be the little Pee Wee Hermans, man. They're gonna be the workers, they're gonna be the runners. They're gonna be the people that's taking all the risk to actually make the money. Nobody talk about the consequences and the reward to risk ratio, right? And everything we do should be based on a reward to risk ratio. What I mean when I say reward to risk ratio, give me 1 second. Let me wet it down. What I mean when I say reward to risk ratio, I mean if for me to make $1,000, I gotta risk 3 years of my life. Is it worth it? Why do I say 3 years? Okay, just a possession in Florida anyway. Just a simple possession of a narcotic, right? Let's just say felony possession, right? It carried maximum 3 years. I'm sorry, 5 years maximum on a possession. Mandatory minimum depending on your score in Florida anyway, right? But a possession don't send you to jail. Of a narcotic, a little bud, I smoke bud, but I do that even legal. I got my weed card, so I suggest getting your weed card, register with the registry, and they can't do nothing about you having a little bit of bud. But when you get into these streets and dealing in these drugs and chasing the thousands and the millions of dollars, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, for the most part, man, you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it. Every generation, you're gonna get one big fella, maybe two, that you might know. But for the most part, man, most of the dudes in the streets, they broke. They don't got no money. They don't make a lot of money. And it just ain't a lot of money in drugs no more. I mean, when you got everybody doing it and it's available everywhere and to anybody, it ain't no money in it, right? If everybody a dope boy, who the user, right? Yeah, so these dudes out here, for the most part, they flaws in because ain't no money in the streets. I personally know dudes that was risking life sentences, to make $500 off a key of cocaine. What the hell is the sense in that? I don't care because you could sell 200 or 300 of them, right? You're gonna take a risk at losing the rest of your life for $500 a piece? No, man, it's not worth it. The risk to reward ratio is all off, and I'm familiar with the risk to reward ratio because I'm a trader, So I generally in trading, right? I don't want to risk no more than 1% of my account, right? At any time. So in the street, that would be equivalent to saying I don't want to risk, but maybe a year or two out of my life in jail for this what I'm doing. And that was my mentality. That if I went to prison and went to jail, it was over. Because that was all I was willing to give them, right? It was not worth 15, 20 years in prison for me to have a couple $1 million. It wasn't worth it because at the end of the day, that couple $1 million is going to disappear, especially if you live in any kind of decent. So it's a myth. It's a myth, right? That it's a lot of fame, money, and glory in the street. I'm telling you, from what I know, It's a lot of motherfucking pain, heartache, and tragedy in the streets. Ain't nobody happy after 20, 30 years in the streets. It ain't no happy ever afters, man. Y'all gonna hear stories of people going doing 25, 29, 15, 20. I got homeboys and family members just coming home from the 90s, from the 1990s, man. My oldest brother been in prison since 1989, and he might not never come out of there. You know, the risk to the reward. Is it worth it? No. When you ask me, it ain't worth it. Especially right now because it ain't no money in drugs. It ain't no money in drugs, man. You know, it's real enticing. You know, people will tell you, hey, man, you come get them, I got them for this. And you say, oh, that's cheap. But to sell it, you got to give it away, ain't no money. The dudes in the streets broke. You know what I'm saying? They make it look good, but that's all they got. What you see them with on is 9 times out of 10 all they got. Look at this dude just got arrested for a murder in Texas. Rapper all over TV, all over the world. Yellow Beezy. All over the world. Stunting every video I've ever seen of him. He flaws and popping his chains and shaking his chains. Man, that ain't no real wealth. That ain't no real wealth. Jewelry is not real wealth. I'm telling you, jewelry is not real wealth. Once you buy it, it's over. And you look, I paid this money for these. The money gone. The money gone. I done had them for almost 30 years, but I mean, is it worth it? Is street life worth it? One of my homeboys, they was out here pulling Fugazi, got caught up in it, and had to go get them people 15 years. Came back home and guess what he doing now? He working. He got a job. Everybody I know went and did long bids, come home and guess what they do? They don't run back to the streets. No, they're not. The risk versus the reward is not there. So they learned it, right? And now what we trying to do is tell you the risk to the reward ain't worth it. Yeah, you might be chewing. Yeah, the hoes might be all over you. Yeah, that's gonna come. That is gonna be fun, right? But people slap them bracelets on you, and put you in that gate. Ain't no fun in there. Ain't no fun in there. And you gonna find dudes that been there so long and so used to it and so lost that they get there and try to have fun. I couldn't have fun in prison when I went to prison, man. I couldn't have fun. I spent that time educating myself and doing whatever I felt like I needed to do to make myself better. You know, I smoked weed and I was still me, but at the same time, I used that time to grow mentally and intellectually and grow into being a better man, a more responsible man. It's some things that you learn there that you come home with, and it do make you a better man. I'm going to tell the truth. I don't believe there's no rehabilitation in prison, but I do believe that going to prison and handling yourself and having the right mentality and coming out of there with the right mentality, it will help you become a better person. But the risk to the reward in the streets, it just ain't there. Ain't no money in the streets. They lying to you. These rappers and artists and entertainers and all this, they get on TV and they trick you out of the game with the jewelry, with the cars, and a lot of that stuff ain't theirs. Most of the jewelry fake. I'm gonna say 90% of this jewelry that you see these rappers and people wearing is fake. The cars rented. The houses Airbnbs. These dudes ain't got that money like that, but they gonna come out here and make you think that they rolling like that and trick you off the streets. So man, we gotta start using our heads. We gotta start working together. And us older dudes need to step up and stop allowing people to put this messed up image in front of our people, man, and confusing people into thinking that that's the way to be, that's cool. It's a whole nother story with the women when it come down to social media and the media telling them what's beauty, telling them what's how to act like a woman. You know, it's all messed up because we're getting a lot of our ways from what's being put in front of us in the media, and something got to be done about it. It's Kingpin Chronicles stepped up to the plate, man. We don't start calling a lot of these fake dudes out, a lot of these misconceptions about the streets, where people think it's a lot of glory, and it's just gonna be success and happy days at the end of it, man. If you really sit back and you look at what's going on out here, you realize that, man, it ain't what time it is, man. What I did personally, I moved into being an entrepreneur because I'm a hustler. See, no matter what, can't nobody stop my hustle. You can't stop the way that I hustle. You can't stop the way that I got an addictive mentality to where I get on a project and I go, and I stay stuck to that project until I complete that project. Or if I'm trying to learn something or gain another skill, I stay on that and studying it until I get an understanding of it to whether I can use it to move forward in my life or use it to put myself in a better position or even make a couple dollars off of it, right? So that's just something that I always been. The same hustle that I had in the streets, the unrelentless, right? Where I ain't give up, where I had to have it. I bring that into the business world and then I use it and it works. That's why I try to tell people, man, all you gotta do is come up with a business idea, something that you like to do, right? Some kind of information that you have that you can share with the world, right? Turn it into a business. Turn it into a digital product. Ebooks, courses, and trainings are the way of the world today. It's the way that people are making money by sharing the information and the skills and the knowledge that they have, right? That's what I do. Last year, I was able to, off courses that I created, I was able to make over 6 figures selling digital products, right? And that's a hustle that anybody can do because everybody got a story. Everybody got something that they know how to do that they can teach the world. And everybody got the ability to sit down and tell your story or tell and teach somebody how to do the skill that you mastered or templates, to all kind of stuff, schedules, planners. If you know about gardening and you know the routine and the schedule for watering and pruning and planting and whatever else go on with gardening, write a book on gardening on how to grow collard greens, how to cook collard greens, how to anything. Build a course on it and sell it for $100, right? Because there's at least 1,000 people, there are 1 billion people on the earth, right? You don't think it's 1,000 people that's looking for what you know how to do? You don't think it's 1,000 people interested in your story? That's the new hustle. And that's where the money at because people making a killing. I'm making enough money to support my family and take time out of my life to sit and do these videos because I got a digital hustle. And when I say digital hustle, I mean these right here. If you got one of these and you ain't making money just because you got one of these, I don't know what to tell you, man. I can run my complete business from my phone. Let me show y'all. Let's see. I can make money from just creating a book, right? I know how to trade gold, right? I'm gonna give y'all an instance. I trade gold every day for five and a half days out of the week. The market closed on Saturdays and Sunday until 6 p.m. But I trade every other time that the market is open, right? Being that I know how to trade and I can make money trading, I wrote books on trading. I created a course that teaches people my strategy for trading gold. And I sold it. I sell it. Not I sold it. But just off of this course, let me see if y'all can see that. It's kind of blurry. Let me back it up. It don't show. But just off of this course, in the 1 year that I've been selling digital products, I made $17,200 off of this one course. Off of this one course and the ebooks that go with it. I created it one time, right? I put my time into it once, right? I don't even have to go into it and look at it. I market it and I sell it. I sell my books. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to do. That's why I created the Digital Hustle Academy. That's another branch off of the Kingpin Chronicles podcast and everything that we're going to be bringing. I told y'all from the beginning that I'm not just coming talking. I'm not just coming telling y'all that it's a better life. I'm coming and I'm going to share the ways with y'all that I'm able to sustain myself and my family, right? I'm in a property that's mine, 100% free and clear mine, right? I own 4 businesses. They all successful in my eyes. You know, I ain't making the millions and millions and millions, but I am making the thousands and thousands and thousands. And with hard work, time, and dedication, I get there. My businesses grow because I don't give up on them. I push them, and I got that deadly hustle where I'm just not going to give up until I get there. But I have made millions and millions of dollars as an entrepreneur, as a trader, as an entrepreneur, MLMs, whatever you want to talk about. I have made a bunch of money, and I'm going to share with y'all the ways that I make money. But you got to be willing, you got to take a step forward, and you got to be willing to invest in yourself, because education ain't free. You know, yeah, I got it, and yeah, I know these things and all of that, but it cost me money to learn these things. I flew all over the world taking courses and trainings, right? I flew and went to these boot camps, set in 5-day boot camps, trainings and stuff to learn particular skills that I needed, and y'all should do the same. And that's why I made such certain things available to y'all. So take advantage of them, use them. We got products where we're going to be making some t-shirts. Check us out on Shopify at shop.kingpinchronicles.com. And you can check out our products that we got, ebooks. I got a bunch of books on how-tos where I'm giving you the game on all of the things that I personally use to make money during the week, during the month, during the year, right? This is what I do to get money. I walked away from the streets because we used to say this: I could sell sand to the beach, baby. I'm going to teach you how to in the digital world and in the entrepreneur world, man. Get with me. Grab the links out the bio, man. Like, share, and subscribe to us on all platforms. Get this word out, man. Get people to check this out, man, because as we go and as we get better, we're going to really be bringing y'all the truth to what's going on in the streets, because it's fooling so many of our youth into believing as some kind of glory or success that they could get from it. And I'm here to tell you, man, the game ain't what it seems. Here's the truth. Big DP, I'm gone, man. That's another episode. I had to come drop a little bit on y'all, man. It's been a couple of days. I'm going to get more consistent with this. I'm probably going to start doing the Game Ain't What It Seems podcast during the week, Monday through Friday, from 9 to about 10. We give y'all an hour every day, and we'll cover hot topics on that, local hot topics, stuff that's going on in my area or with people that I personally know. And Kingpin Chronicles, me and my big bro Jed, going to be getting together, and that's where we're going to bring all the exclusive interviews. So y'all stay tuned, like, subscribe to the channel, man, and just check us out. Keep up with us. If you got any comments or anything you want me to speak on, man, put it in the comments, reach out to me, and I'll see if we could touch on it. I'm gone, Big DP, Kingpin Chronicles, and I'm out, baby.